Good morning, everyone. Right off the bat, I am in longs on ES at 6994.75. So that's just right off the bat. I'm looking for a push up today. We get a squeeze going here at 7,003. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. My 30-minute 1 hour system is telling me to look for a push to the upside. So NQ looks like it wants to make a move up as well, but we'll see what the market does. I do have a stop on this trade. It's at 6984.75. Markets are going to be open in about 3 minutes here. And the markets are about to open now. Let's see what happens here. I'm looking for a break above 7,003. That'll really get the move going for today. Right now, we've just been range bound all night. But I am long off of 6994.75 on ES. That's this area here, 7,003. We've been rejecting there. We need a break above it. That's our pivot for today. We are still choppy right now. There is a daily insight day candle, so there's technically no direction. So my bias is neutral for this session. We would have to break above 7,017 in order to trigger a daily 2-up. So right now it's a 1 candle, so it's consolidation still. I'm just anticipating a push to the upside based off of my system. I do have my stop loss in play, so my stop loss is at 6984.75. One thing I am taking note of is we haven't gotten retested CPI highs yet, so we haven't retested this level here, and that's at 7,036. So I'm thinking we'll get a move up there. I don't know if it'll be today. If it comes today, that'll be pretty crazy, but it's kind of where I'm looking for us to run up here. At least maybe to 70.26, maybe. Nonetheless, my system as of right now is telling me to play the upside or play longs. We are just choppy right now. Just chopping up. There's no move yet. I think we have hot mics in the cord. Let's make sure mics are muted. It's getting really choppy, and it looks like sellers are going to try and take over. Let's see if buyers try and step in. We're getting a pop here. Looks like buyers are trying. And Q is getting hit hard. Not too sure why. This is why I'm sticking with ES right now, because ES isn't super volatile. But would like to see buyers stepping on NQ around this 800 level, or else ES is going to start falling off a cliff soon. NQ's falling off a cliff. ES is going to go with it if buyers don't step in. Yeah, they're pulling this. I'm not too worried about the pullback, honestly, because everything is still looking like buyers could still step in. So all I'd be looking for, assuming I'm stopped out, is just a midnight open to hold, and then I'm back in my position for an upside push. So let's see what happens here. There's just no remorse on NQ right now. NQ might be what stops me out because they're just pulling NQ, like just pulling it. So I might get stopped out on ES. Oh yeah, stopped out. I'll wait to see if NQ is done selling off, and then I'll look to get back in. But right now I'm stopped out. I want to see, maybe do we find buyers down here at this 69.77 level? But yeah, it's a current pullback right now. I'm watching the 77 level. If we can't hold 77, we're gonna make another like 10-point dump to 66. So I'm just waiting. Still waiting. May get another pullback here if 77 doesn't hold. So we traded right back down to Asia Open pretty much. So let's see if this holds. Okay, maybe buyers want to step in. Yep, I think buyers want to step in. I'm gonna go long here. I'm trying longs here off of 69.81. Just trying it. Thinking I'm gonna go ahead and play long on the Qs off of that too. See what we can do here. Again, I'm in those longs. We got sold back to Asia Open, so I'm anticipating they hold Asia Open. We're getting choppy down here too. It's not something I'd like to see. I want to see buyers step in and really push this up like they were doing, but it seems like they just gave up. Yeah, it seems like they just gave up yet again. It might be one of those days where the market just doesn't want to respond to what I'm expecting it to do. I see NQ still pulling down, which I don't like, because then ES is just going to follow it like it did last time. And NQ is really pulling. Again, I'm still, my ES long entry for my second entry try was at 69.82. Or give me a second, because I did end up adding to it. $69.81.50. That's my original position. And Q is just giving up everything right now, so it'd be interesting to see if they bounce it here.
Yeah, I was in some NQ shorts, but it was just fucking taking me for a ride. I was like, fuck it, let me get out of it.
Looks like those shorts might win because ES here is not looking good. NQ is just pulling. I mean, there's no news that I've seen dropped, so I'm not really leaning to short this. I'm more or less looking for long entries So I'm just looking for like other demand area stuff. NQ continues to sell here. I'll look for it to try and bounce around this like 25,600 area. For ES, I'll probably look for it to bounce. If it doesn't bounce now, I'll look for it to bounce around this 69.60 area, maybe 69.55 worst case. Yeah.
It seems like it wants a gap fill for today, and then
Yeah, that's what
if
it's
daring
looking
enough to
like.
go for yesterday's gap fill as well.
That's exactly what it's looking like.
Damn. Now the puts want to move the way that I want it. It took me on a fucking ride. I was like, fuck out of here. Let me get out of here.
Yep, now they're pulling it down.
Yeah, I'm trying to like this new system. I'm not too sure if you heard it. The 9F.
No.
Yeah, so it basically takes the 8 o'clock candle, the 8 and 9 o'clock candle. So the 8 o'clock candle gives you the top, middle, and bottom of it, and the 9 o'clock candle usually, if it breaks above that range, and then it comes down to retest, you want to see if it can just go down.
Right.
And I was basically trying to get into shorts since the open, but it wasn't trying to give me shit, man.
Yeah, the 5-minute shorts off the open would have worked. Cooling off the 5-minute from the buyer zone to the seller zone. My only thing is, well, again, those shorts are currently paying. I'm kind of not leaning short. Like yesterday, for example, I was trying to short, but I got stopped out. But if we look at what happened for the remainder of the day, because my system was still saying short, like on the 30-minute here, if I pull up 30-minute on NQ and pull it up yesterday. Where's yesterday? Give me a sec. Okay, so yesterday, the 30-minute was saying short, and so was my 1 hour. So that whole day, the whole session, I was like, okay, yes, I see it popping up. So it's either going to be a gap and go, but if they ever pull it under, and I had a pivot, which I think at the time was 7,003, I expected them to, pull this down based on not only the 30-minute at the time showing me that sellers were here, but the 1 hour too. And even though they were popping it up, they eventually sold it off, right? And then called that 1 hour, right? Okay, boom. So that worked, right? And actually what I did was, after I got off the live or whatever, I actually personally went back into shorts, and just to see if I was right, went back into shorts and I went to sleep, and I set a target down here and it actually got hit. So what I'm looking at today is, okay, if they pull it back, they pull it back, but I'm again looking for demand zones to hold. So right now, the only reason why I went long here is just because this was a minor demand zone where it popped before. So if this doesn't hold, then I'm just looking for lower demand zone areas. But essentially, I believe that based on what my 1 hour is saying, at the most, we could pop up, like start rallying up. How much, I'm not too sure, but that's kind of where I'm just playing the demand zone bounces. So yeah, I'm not necessarily interested in shorting today. If the 1 hour stochastic RSI was in that 100 zone, most def I would be interested in shorting. But as of now, I'm looking for longs on, pullbacks if it comes. It's just, this looks like a very semi choppy session. Sellers could take control, but ES looks like it's relatively strong compared to NQ. But if NQ keeps going like this, I don't expect the ES to hold its weight much longer, and I expect it to give up. So we kind of need NQ to hold here. We low key, not even kind of, we need NQ to hold here. This is where it bounced and rallied before on Thursday. It pulled back to that same exact level, or that midnight open at 25,678. Bounced again and rallied. All right, it pulled back. This is a third test of that 6978 area, or 6978, 6980 area. If this third test doesn't hold, this should, give up and flush to the next demand zone. And just based on market structure, if I just clear my charts right now, like if I just look at market structure, the most obvious place for it to bounce would be around this previous rally area. So maybe 580, worst case 498.
Yeah.
Now, it's currently trying to bounce, so that's something that I'm taking note of. Again, it bounced the first time and rallied. It sold off heavily, but bounced again and rallied, and now this is the third test. So it's either buyers save this here on NQ, at least because NQ has been selling off majorly, or else this market's going to get nasty. ES, again, it's been a lot more easier to deal with, not as volatile as NQ if we pull up both on, say, a 5-minute time frame. So that's kind of why I'm sticking with ES right now. Fuck NQ. Yes, you can make a lot on NQ, but the pullbacks on it just don't make sense to me. It's like, it's just extra slippage when it just shouldn't be, but that's the market per se. Let's just see what happens here. We're going to get a new 30-minute candle as well. Like, look at NQ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it came up and then rejected.
Like, hard.
The previous hourly. The previous 30-minute.
If this level gives up, then just not much hope right now. Like, I would assume sellers should take control for another, I would say, 200 points on NQ, which sounds crazy, but yeah, it could happen. So let's see what they do at the 680 level. I expect some slippage, but if they can't reclaim it, that'll be it. And there goes ES just acting slouchy now. I got to see what NQ's doing on the 5-minute because this thing is just crazy right now. So I'm going to have that up on a 5-minute. ES, I'll just keep it on a 30 for now. It looks like an order block, but we'll see. I would say ES is a lot more palatable to deal with. You ever traded ES, Mo?
I did it the other day, but
Do you like it or you prefer NQ?
I prefer NQ, man. The moves were just a little
too slow for you.
stagnant for me. Yeah. I'm either trying to have a heart attack or a heart attack, man. That's all it is. Gold shut the bed.
NQ still shit in the bed.
Yeah, when I see back-to-back candles where they're like basically erasing each other, I'm just like, yeah, let me get the fuck off.
Yeah, because now anything can happen at this point. Like, I believe these are order blocks, if I'm not mistaken. Just want to see what the
Yeah,
new.
and then the housing market index came out at 10
Okay.
prior, and the consensus was 39 to 40, and the actual was, I think the actual was 37, so it was 2 points down from prior.
So I see.
The census range.
Yeah, if buyers don't step in here, that's it. Like, that's it for this as of right now. And we're probably gonna dump, like, what is it, to like the 50s on ES.
Yeah, some Fed people speak later, like Susan Collins at 10:50 a.m. Eastern Time. Michelle Doman and Philip Jefferson. Yo, how do you feel about the federal charges against my boy Powell?
I think they're frivolous, to be honest. They're not gonna hold up. They're not holding up.
They're trying to take my boy out the game. Like,
this has been ongoing. It's been ongoing for a cool minute, actually. Not like the criminal investigation, but like the back and forth. I think when they were talking about, there was like this one thing where Trump went to the Federal Reserve construction site or whatever that they're building, and it was like all news or whatever, and he said that, the budget has now increased to, and you can see the video on YouTube, it's like the budget's now increased to like 3.2 billion, and you see Jerome just look at him and start shaking his head. Yeah, and then he pulls out the paper, but then he was like, oh no, you added in this building site that was already constructed 5 years ago. You're adding that in, and it was like their back and forth has been going on for a cool minute, and he clearly said, what the reporter said, what would you do? Like, what would Powell have to do for you to stop being so hard on him and this and that? He said just lower interest rates. So
yeah, I think he was also trying to lower interest rates on credit cards to 10%.
Yeah,
which is pretty good, but I feel like they don't close a lot of accounts. Like me and Cody were talking about that. Or they may not even give out credit limits anymore. I don't know if there ever been an incident where credit cards lower your limit.
Yeah, no, they can. I'm sure they can do that. I'm sure they're allowed to do that.
I mean, they can do anything. They're the lender. But I never seen an incident in my life, at least, where they lowered your credit usage.
I'm really watching this 76 level hard on ES right now, and I'm also watching this 80 level on NQ. Like, are buyers going to reclaim it, or is that going to be it? Because if that doesn't get reclaimed, then we should see another 20-point drop, and my stops are coming up soon.
Jay, I'm gonna catch you, brother.
Alrighty.
All right, bro. Safe trading.
It's looking weak, Chad. It's looking pretty weak here. Yeah, it's looking mad weak. NQ's trying to hold, so I'm trying to give some faith on ES here. But if NQ slipping. NQ is slipping. I'm risking it a little bit, and I'm still holding my long position on ES, not NQ. I have no longs open on NQ. I just have a long position open on ES right now. But I'm about to get stopped out of it like real soon. Just trying to give ES this midnight open here at like 66, which is a little bit of some slippage, but this is not looking too good right now. Again, the only reason why I'm giving myself that slippage is just because it bounced there before. So I'm using that minor demand area to see if we bounce. But if this doesn't hold, I'm out of my positions, and I probably won't try longs until I see NQ start bouncing, because NQ right now is what's dragging ES down. ES was trying to hold its weight until NQ started pulling its plug. If no bounce, then I'm out. Watching his demand area here. Just not convinced yet to long until I see a 5-minute 2-up or something. I need to see NQ find some buyers here. And then I'll be convinced to go long. But if I can't find any buyers here, then I'm not going long again. And this will be my third attempt for longs if I do go long. So it'll be my last try. But again, I need to see NQ like put in a green candle, find some buyers. Because right now it is still just selling off. There's an order block and then it just sold it off more and more and more. So until they find buyers, ES is going to continue to pull back. Like ES is so strong, but NQ, I just need NQ to just follow along with me here, and then I'll be golden. Dead ass. Like I just need NQ to follow along with me here. Hold this, and I'm chilling. So. Yeah, because if NQ can't find some buyers here, it's going to be rather concerning. So we got like another minute until a new 5-minute candle opens. I don't want to front run these longs here, but ES again looks like the better play. And I might front run these longs on ES here. I'm going to front run these longs on ES here. I'm just going to follow what I do. The hell? I got nothing to prove. Let me see. Where will I get in at? Where will I get in? Let me get this off of fucking. There's a 5-minute 2-up. I just need NQ to fucking follow along with me here. 30 seconds on NQ. So again, I'm back in longs at 69.50. The crazy side of me will mirror NQ. Give me a 5-minute 2 up and I will mirror NQ. But if not, then I'm not touching NQ. This is my last attempt for longs, dead ass, because if this doesn't work, then I'm just not gonna. We have a long weekend ahead of us. I'll just wait for the weekend to just roll through. Because maybe buyers won't be here for today's session. Maybe they will, but NQ, if this thing doesn't find some buyers, it's not going to be so great. So NQ needs to find buyers ASAP. I like ES because it's the better play. It's less volatile, and I understand it a lot better than NQ. So my long thesis has not changed one bit at all, like at all. Is NQ trying to find buyers now? Because if NQ find buyers, ES can run. My long thesis has not changed for today. All I'm doing is buying in demand areas. And if the demand area gives out, then my stop gives out. So that's pretty much all I'm doing. So I was stopped out 2 times today for full transparency. Was stopped out 2 times. So that's that on that. But this is my last attempt for the upside push. I kind of want to see if we reclaim this full sell-off, which I think could happen if NQ finds buyers. Because ES looks pretty strong. I want to see if buyers can continue to stay present here. If we get above 76 on ES, I see a push up to 84. Again, I'm still staying in those longs. My long thesis has not changed. On a 30-minute, it has not changed. In fact, it's only increased, especially with this pop here. On the 1 hour, my long thesis has not changed. It's only increased. Not to say shorts couldn't have ate, because shorts clearly ate today. If you look at NQ, that is a big drop. That is an obvious big drop for shorts to eat. But me personally, I just didn't take part in it. And that's perfectly fine for me. I don't care. So I did get stopped out 3 times, but I'm back in these long positions. And if I can catch the move that I'm looking for, maybe we can get the run up back to 7,000. I walk out green. So I don't care about being right or wrong per se. Like, I just care about making money, really. So yeah, let's just see what happens. No celebrating soon, because NQ could give this up. Like this could just easily give up. So I want to see buyers continue to remain present here on NQ. A 30-minute 2-up did trigger, so I want to see if we can get follow through here on NQ. So this 2-up trigger did trigger here on NQ 30-minute. Same with ES, 30-minute 2-up did trigger as well. We are still in the daily one candle, so we're still consolidating. So even with the sell-off that just triggered today, it didn't trigger a daily two down. So there's no direction as of yet. Nice squeeze so far, but I'm looking for 69.88 and then another push to 7,002. Let's see if we pump here. New 5-minute candle is opened. Previous close is at 6981.75. That was yesterday's close. So if we can hold above it, maybe we get a pump going. But if we can't hold above it, I don't think this run up can hold. still holding my long positions. I want to see more of a squeeze here. Nice squeeze so far. Looking for a continuation. If we get it. We're about to get a new 30-minute candle in about 30 seconds. Beautiful squeeze so far. Looking for buyers to step in here on NQ more so we can get a push, more of a push up on ES. If ES can break above 69.90, we could get a push to 7,003, that level that we've been struggling with today. As you can see, ES has damn near reclaimed almost all of the sell-off for today, but NQ hasn't. That's why I said ES is the better option than NQ as of right now, or I mean, as a whole. But yeah, ES has pretty much reclaimed almost all of its sell-off. That's why my outlook on ES was still long. We're trying to break above 69.90.25. It's trying. I'm still holding my long positions from 69.69. One hour is saying we have more upside. We have 11 minutes and then we get a new hourly candle open. So I placed my stop loss at 69.83 on ES for my longs at 69.69. So the 69.83 just sits under a midnight open. So if they don't hold the midnight open, I go get stopped out. And that'll be fair enough. All right, they tagged that stop there. It was stops that are in profit. We got a new hourly candle that's going to open in about 5 minutes. Wait, in about 3 minutes. I may call it a day here, though, to be honest, because I don't feel like getting greedy. I mean, I know it can go more, but I don't want to get too greedy. I'll just put the alert out. But yeah, I'm going to call the live here. Thank you all for showing up. Again, watch that 69.80. If they hold it, we should be going higher to 7,003.